Good evening, families. My name is Tiffany Staggs, and I'm an instructional coach here at David Urey. Today, I'm going to be reading Chapter 4 from our book, Toys Go Out. This chapter begins on page 57, and I'm going to be reading through page 69. So get your copy ready, and let's get started. Chapter 4, The Possible Shark. Plastic is going to the beach. The little girl told her specially this morning, and she is excited, though not sure what to expect. Stingrays know all about the beach. Would you like me to tell you? Asked Stingray. She and Plastic are playing checkers. Plastic says yes. The main thing is bigness. The ocean goes on and on forever. Is there Clover? Asked the one-eared sheep who is watching the game with Lumpy. No Clover, says Stingray, moving red. Grass? No, it's the ocean. Oh well, sheep goes back to watching. Is it bigger than the pond? Asks Plastic, moving black across the board. A zillion times bigger, answers Stingray. I can't wait, cries Plastic, and hums a happy hum. Beach, beach, beach. For a second, Stingray is quiet. She is wondering why she isn't going to the beach with Plastic, or even instead of Plastic, who, after all, has only lived with the little girl since last September. You won't like it, Stingray says, finally, hopping red over one of Plastic's black checkers. Yes, I will. Beach, yells Plastic. No, you won't, Stingray repeats. The water goes down further than anybody can see. It's dangerous if you're not a fish. I'm a great floater. Plastic pushes her black checker to the back of the board. King me. It doesn't matter, says Stingray. The beach is only safe for stingrays and salmons and goldfish. There are dangers in the bigness that only fish like me know about, she continues. Jellyfish made of grape and raspberry jelly, and octopi with 1,100 legs, and worst of all, garbage-eating sharks. What about the little girl? Lumpy has stopped concentrating on the game. She'll be okay. She's a good swimmer, answers Stingray. She's been to school. Beach, 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 yells Plastic. King me. If you're not going to listen, Plastic, says Stingray, I don't know why you bothered asking. And, she adds, moving away from the checkerboard, I don't feel like playing anymore. I'm listening, says Lumpy. What did you do when you went to the beach and met the garbage-eating shark? Says Stingray, looking carefully at a fancy blue pillow that has captured her attention. Huh? Stingray nibbles on a bit of pillow fringe. Hey, did you really see a shark? Asked Plastic accusingly. Well, mutters Stingray, inspecting the opposite corner of the pillow with great interest. I just know about them, okay? Did you even really go to the beach? Plastic bounces up and down. Stingray crawls under the pillow so her friends can see her face. Well, not in person. Beach, 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 yells Plastic again, rolling around in circles. Does anyone want to finish the checker game? I have a king. Shut up, Plastic, says Stingray loudly. I hope you go to the beach and never come back. A few minutes later, the little girl packs Plastic in a tote bag along with a cotton blanket, sun protection, and some sand toys. Off they go for the day, happy as can be. Back in the bedroom, Stingray has crawled under a blue pillow and won't come out. "Why didn't the little girl take me to the beach?" she moans. "I'm the one who sleeps in the high bed. I'm the one who's a fish." "People like bounce at the beach," comforts Lumpy, sitting near the pillow. "Plastic is bouncier than you are." "Bouncers and floaters," adds the one-eared sheep, nibbling on the pillow fringe. "What?" asked Stingray. "Floaters. Toy boats, bath toys. Bath toys go to the beach all the time." "Do you think the girl likes floaters better than sinkers?" wonders Stingray. "I'm just saying, she takes them to the beach." "I'm a sinker," says Lumpy. "What about you, sheep?" "A sinker for sure," says the sheep. "All this wool weighs me down." "I'm a floater," says Stingray in a loud voice. "Are you?" asked Lumpy. "Wow! I can float as well as Plastic any day." Stingray spends the next hour thinking very hard. Truth is, she has never floated in her life. She has never even gotten wet. But the little girl likes floaters. And a fish is a fish. And a fish should swim. What if the little girl sees Plastic floating and loves her better than me, she wonders. What if she loves her better and starts to sleep with her in the high bed with the fluffy pillows and sends me to the dump and says, "Stingray who?" whenever anyone mentions me? It is a terrible bunch of thoughts. When no one is looking, Stingray sneaks down the hall to the bathroom. Tuk-Tuk is there, hanging on a rod. "Hello," says Stingray, as if nothing is out of the ordinary. "Don't let me bother you. I'm just going to do my regular floating that I do." "Your tag says dry clean only," remarks Tuk-Tuk. "So?" says Stingray. She puts the plug in the bathtub, turns on the water, and gets in. "So that means don't take a bath." "I'm a fish," says Stingray. "I can float." She sits in the tub, feeling the wetness seep into her plush belly and flippers. "No, you can't." "Can too. Look at me." Your tummy is still on the floor of the tub. "Mind your own business," snaps Stingray. "I'm doing my floating." The water is icy cold. Stingray tries to ignore it. She is waiting for her tummy to come off the floor of the tub, waiting for proof she is a floater. But her tummy stays right where it is. The water goes over her gills, then over her back. It goes over her eyes and covers the tip of her tail. Plastic rides in the trunk of the car where it is very hot. Then the car stops and she is lifted out. The air is fresh and salty. The ocean really does go on and on forever. Plastic can hardly keep from wiggling. She is so excited. The little girl and her parents get their beach blanket and cooler, an umbrella, and set up. They have paperback novels and a portable radio too. The mother wears a baseball cap and a black bikini. She forces the little girl to put on suntan lotion, and the girl whines. The father runs down to the water and back, yelling about how cold it is. The girl drinks apple juice from a cardboard box. Then Plastic is tossed straight up in the air until she nearly touches the sun. She is rolled through tunnels of damp sand and comes out the other end. She is the center of the game called Keep Away. She's perched on top of a large sand castle. She's tossed onto the surface of the ocean where she floats upon the waves and floats for longer than she'd like, floating all by herself. And then she's eaten. An animal with musky, wet fur takes plastic in its jaws with a sudden snap. She can feel the sharp teeth and the floppy, warm tongue. The creature makes soft grunting noises as it paddles out of the ocean and onto the sand. Plastic tries to wiggle free, but it has her tight. Is it a shark? Plastic wonders. Does it think I'm a tasty piece of garbage? The possible shark trots across the sand, wagging its tail. It heads a long way down the beach. Again, Plastic tries to get out of its grip, but it has a good hold. It trots and trots, occasionally poking her with its tongue. Then the possible shark drops Plastic onto a pile of seaweed, pins her down with one enormous paw, and begins to chew. Look back at that picture. Look at that possible shark. If I were Plastic, I would probably think that's a shark too. Back to page 68. In the tub, Stingray is completely underwater. At the beach, a possible shark tooth pops Plastic's rubber skin. In the tub, Stingray is soaked through her sawdust insides. At the beach, the air whizzes out of Plastic until she is soft and squashy. Stingray tries to lift a flipper to pull herself out, but the water makes her so heavy she can't move. The possible shark tries to swallow Plastic. Stingray, help! Plastic, stop! Help! Stop! But Tuk-Tuk can't move, and the possible shark isn't listening. Oh no! What's going to happen to Plastic? What's going to happen to Stingray in the tub? Stay tuned to find out with Officer Dowdy reading the rest of Chapter 4. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon.